Good morning. Hello, and welcome to Die Rollin. I'm the ever-excitable Adam. We're back with Zombicide White Death. This is the second mission prop we're trying. Previously, I'd got a slight rules error with the Zombie Siege card. The Zombie Siege card basically means if you have any zombies which are next to the battlements, they will then try to climb onto the battlements. It doesn't activate every zombie on the board, which I did previously. Everything else, I think I'm playing correctly. If you spot any mistakes, please let me know in the comments below. Let's get into some White Death.
The last storms. The corruption creeps on the ramparts, opening a way for zombies. The last assault has created several breaches in the wall, threatening the district. Rallying the retreating soldiers is quite easy, as they have heard of our past deeds. Together, we could repel the zombies long enough for the civilians to get to safety. The soldiers tell us about their previous leader, an enchanter who used magical tomes to repel zombies and seal the ramparts. The hero died in the zombie assault, but his last tomes are in the area. The zombies will come back, sooner or later, but for now, this place is ours, and we draw a line.
Okay, so our objective is to banish the corruption. The quest succeeds as soon as all corruption tokens are removed. I've shuffled the blue and the green objectives randomly among the red objectives face down, and I've split the survivor team as evenly as possible between both survivors' starting zones. The last banishment tomes. Each objective gives 5 AP to the survivor who takes it. The blue and the green objectives represent intact banishment tomes. Place the objective token on the survivor dashboard. It doesn't take an inventory slot and can be traded like an equipment card. Each red objective represents a fragment of the last banishment tome. They're placed on the survivor's dashboard in the same way as the blue and green objectives are. And you can trade them. A survivor may gather all fragments on their dashboard to reform the last tome. They discard all red objectives but one. Getting rid of corruption. For one action, a survivor standing within range 0 to 1 of a zombie spawn token, not a defiler spawn token, may discard a banishment tome from their inventory. Then resolve these effects in this order. 1. The zombie spawn token is moved to the starting spawn zone, increasing its spawn rate. Starting from the corruption token under the removed spawn zone, remove it and all other adjacent corruption tokens it can be traced to. This also applies to corruption that is under other spawn zones. If no corruption tokens remain on board, the game is won. Not quite sure what it means about increasing the spawn rate. There doesn't seem to be any rules for increasing spawn rates. Let's see if there is something in the rules. No, I'm not quite sure what it means by that, so hopefully I'm not going to get this completely wrong, guys. But yeah, I'm just going to be moving them back to the start. Okay, so let's begin how we mean to go on. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we're starting with Yusuke. So, Yusuke, we're going to get to 1, 2, and they're going to do a search. Runner, place a runner in each corruption zone. Well, that's not good. That's 6 runners from the offset. Any confidence I had may have been misplaced. Okay, on to Dragomir. So, Dragomir is going to move 1, 2, 3. And then Lorna, who actually has an additional move, will move there for her free move. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so on to Ogon's turn. Ogon, the lovely guy, and he's actually pretty good at pushing stuff and melee. Should we just get him forward? No, we're going to get him there. He didn't do much last round. Oh, we found a tome straight away. So 1, 2, he gets 5 AP for that. And he's going to search as well, and he finds healing. On to Sanai. Sanai is going to move back 1. They're also going to search. Found some Dragon Ball, lovely. And then they're going to spend an action. Yeah, we're going to move back forward. Okay, and then Junaya gets a free guard action. So she's going to move those guys into that zone there for free. She's then going to go 1. She's going to search in there. Found a combat shield. And then she's going to spend her third action moving these guys there. Okay, let's activate the zombies. And let's spawn some zombies. So, brutes. At 1. Got runners at 4. We got runners at 2. I feel like this is going to go wrong very quickly. And then at 3 we have an abomination. Now we didn't actually have an abomination last time, so it's nice to actually see him out on the field. I say nice. Is it nice? I don't know. Okay, right, Dragomir is going to go first. We're going to move in there for 1. He's going to take this, which is just a fragment. He gets 5 AP for that. And then he's going to search. Move these off here. And he finds the triple crossbow. Nice. Okay, on to Lorna. So Lorna is going to grab this. She has found one of the things we need, so she gets 5 XP. Now, I'm not surprised because she was our MVP last time. So she's going to attack into this zone in front of her. 1 dice needs 3 or more. Boom, see you later. She'll do her free movement into this zone here. And then she will attack again. Boom. Which gets her onto yellow zone. Oh, gosh, I didn't mean to do that so quickly. So she is going to... We're going to get her to activate these guards here. So they're going to attack into their zone. The guards need a 4 or more. Okay, on to Ogon. So Ogon's got healing now. And he's got the thing he needs. So he's going to move 1, 2, and then he's going to... Can these guys move? Yeah. It's tricky. I need to get these guys up here to assist, really. He's going to order them forward 1. Okay, on to Sanai. Sanai is going to activate these guys and attack some zones. Hopefully, get us some experience. So they need 4 or more. So miss on the first one. Killed these 2 guys. And she's going to move forward 1. Okay, on to Janaya. She gets a free guard action, so we're going to get those to target this zone. She's then going to target this zone. She'll target that zone again. And then I believe she has 1 action left, which she'll use to search. She found a torch. Oh, and I forgot, Janaya draws 2 cards when she searches. She's already got the torch ability. Adam, you prat. So I'll draw another card. So she found Lightning Bolt, and she should have drawn another card previously, which would have been a great sword. So I'm going to swap a lance out for a great sword and Lightning Bolt. Oh, idiot Adam. Okay, Yasuke. 1, we're going to grab that for 5. We know that's not anything important really, it's just a fragment. So 1, 2, and then he will search. He found a crossbow. Okay, let's activate all of our guys. And start spawning in the yellow zone now. So we get Zombicide. First time we've seen walkers on the board. Okay, then our second spawn gets another Zombicide. Is it going to be 3 for 3? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're going to move on to Lorna first. Free movement action. One action to move this. So we're going to get rid of both of those. Three actions left. We're going to use one of these, which only gives us 1 action left. So she may as well pick this up. Okay, then we're on to Ogon. So Ogon's going to move there for 1. He's then going to cast, he's do an action to remove the corruption. For a second action, and then he's going to get the guards to attack up above them into this zone here. He's now in yellow, so he gets 1 more attack with them, if he so wishes, or at least 1 more action. Guys have got an additional range, so they can shoot into this zone because they can actually kill those guys. 1 brute down. Okay, on to Sanai. Sanai, who's got Dragon Bile, so 1, 2. We use Dragon Bile to kill this guy. Which gets 5 experience, 5 adrenaline points even. So She gets one additional action. And you know what? We're going to move. It's tempting to go get that, but honestly, we just need to finish that up. So we'll move that there. Janaya, you should have been searching twice. Going to get these guys to attack that zone. Same again. She's into yellow now. She's got 2 actions left. So let's move these guys up 1. And we'll move them into there. And the reason I do that, it gives us a free thing up to here to remove this, which would get rid of that, as long as we don't have any necromancers appearing and doing a bunch of stuff. Yeah, we should be okay. So this is, we've got Yasuke over here. He's not really doing much, but he didn't do much last time. So we're going to just get him to, let's get him to activate this, which will drown those guys in oil for 1 action. Which means he's now in yellow. We'll get them to shoot into this zone. Two actions left. Dragomir, not doing much either. Okay, so let's do activating zombies. So as long as we don't get a necromancer, we should be fine. Okay, so first one is a zombie siege. Gosh, I did not shuffle these well. Or I shuffled them incredibly well. All right. Then we get 2 runners. Please not necromancer. An abomination. We've done this. Special action to remove corruption and all adjacent corruption. And then we're going to do an attack with the guards. Actually, the guards is going to tip boiling oil. Let me check to see if I've fulfilled the requirements. The quest succeeds as soon as all corruption tokens are removed. Huzzah! Well, I had some lucky draws there. I think if you get necromancers in there, that level's going to be a bit longer because they're obviously going to be, every time they activate, they're going to be adding extra corruption on the board. So if you don't get any necromancers come out, fairly simple, as long as you can get those objectives. Once again, I've got characters on the board which I'm not really doing much with. Now, playing this game with my kids the previous weekend, we actually were using all the characters. And it actually was, I don't know, I quite enjoyed it when you've got more than one person playing this. I quite enjoy it playing solo. It's a nice little kind of tower defense, puzzly kind of game in some way, but a bit more puzzly than the other Zombicides I played. And the setting's pretty nice. And I've also been painting loads of Forbidden Fortress recently, so I'm really into that kind of, that kind of theme, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching. I did nudge the camera at one point, so sorry about that. Let me know in the comments below any comments, queries, or questions. I've been the ever excitable Adam. Until next time, stay safe or die rolling.